Alright folks, welcome to Quest Group News Radio. I'm your host, Mr. D Quest. Now please, as you come in, don't forget to hit that like button, share button, and subscribe button, which allows us to get these notifications out, plus allows us to continue doing what we're doing on a daily basis. Alright, now you know how we do, folks. Woke up in the morning looking for a story to kick it with y'all with for the day, and then I come across this one. Texas homeowner shoots and kills 3 men and injures 2 during a home invasion. Now let me repeat that for those that didn't understand. 5 dudes got together, decided to rob and possibly kill someone, and in a medley, 3 of them got killed and the other 2 are getting charged with the murder of their 3 friends. Raise your kids, folks. Alright, here we go. 3 men were killed and 2 others were injured after dozens of shots was fired by a homeowner in Texas during a home invasion early Sunday, officials said. The incident happened around 1 a.m. in East Houston after 5 men wearing ski masks broke into the home. Now the male resident inside then grabbed his weapon and opened fire at the men. A shootout then took place between the groups, according to police. A neighbor also told reporters that he heard the shots and went outside to make sure he wasn't dreaming. He said, "I heard around 5 or 6 gunshots, and I'm pretty sure that there were more before that." Now, one of the suspects was found dead in front of the house, while the others fled in an SUV and on foot. Police told the news that the SUV then crashed into a pole nearby, and the second suspect was found dead inside the SUV. A third suspect who was in the SUV fled, but collapsed in the street and later on died at the hospital. Now the 4th and 5th suspects, who were also injured in the shooting, were taken to the hospital and eventually arrested and charged for capital murder for the death of their 3 friends. Now the homeowner was not injured nor charged in this case. Okay, people, first and foremost, like I said at the beginning, raise your kids, folks. What is 5 dudes doing out there at 1 in the morning trying to break in and rob somebody, man, and possibly kill this man? They went to his house with a gun, all right, and ski masks. They was going there for something. Now, I'm not sure if this was a drug house. I'm not sure if they thought he had money, okay. I'm not sure if they thought he just had some electronics in there, but raise your kids, folks, because there ain't no way in the world. I think these dudes was a little bit young as well, because the news reports was hesitant on showing their faces. If I could find pictures or more pictures of them, I'll put it up when I post this video. But you got 5 guys just out there hanging around doing nothing, maybe smoking a little weed, maybe drinking. Maybe they're a little bit broke, right? But guess what? We all broke, folks. I'm broke. A lot of my subscribers is broke. A lot of my readers, a lot of people I work with at my job is broke. And we out there working 9 to 5 every day. Okay, a lot of people broke, and a lot of people smoke weed and drink, but you don't get us out there, okay, well, so-and-so got money, let's go set this person up for a quick robbery, what they call it, a quick lick, and get whatever we can. Nah, that don't rock with me, folks. That don't rock with me at all, man. So yeah, we got to raise our kids, man. Because just a couple of years ago, these kids was probably playing video games, man. They was probably on YouTube, playing video games on YouTube or something, or making videos themselves, just hanging out. Okay, a lot of these kids was probably just the sophomores a couple of years ago. All right, and now they just grow up so fast nowadays, but they're growing up so fast in the wrong direction, man. And I'm getting tired of that. Now, first of all, or second of all, kudos to the homeowner, because he had his gun ready. Now, I don't know what kind of gun he had. I don't know if it was a 945, 22, 38, 44. I don't know what type of gun the gun owner had, man. But kudos to that dude for being ready, man, because those guys was there to possibly take his life as well as anything else. All right, because it's always that one guy in a bunch. Even if all 5 was there, we just going to rob him, we going to leave, all right? It's always that one guy in a bunch that want to prove his bravado to the group and come out shooting. So kudos to the homeowner for being ready for that. And I'm surprised. I don't know if he had cameras set up around his house or if he just had a feeling dudes was coming to get him. Maybe it didn't say he was a drug dealer. It didn't say why they went for that house. Sometimes people just mix up the house. That's another thing, man. I'm tired of these people running doing home invasions, getting the house wrong. There was one case where some chick sent her boyfriends and his people to go rob a house. They went into the wrong house and sexually assaulted a pregnant woman, beat up the boyfriend. Okay, the pregnant woman damn near died. They ran a train on her. They gang raped her, folks. And she almost died and almost lost her baby. I mean, that was scary. Come to find out it was the wrong damn house. Okay? So the girl and those guys wind up going to jail. You know, the girl probably got less of time, but all of them wind up going to jail. So home invasions is whack, man. So I'm not wishing death on nobody, but in this case, yo, just kudos to the homeowner, man. For real, because that is scary. You up at 1 in the morning. What you doing at 1 in the morning, folks? I know at 1 in the morning sometimes I'm just about to go to sleep, turning off the TV. Sometimes me and my ladies having a strong cup of coffee, giving each other massages. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're just in the kitchen trying to grab a cup of water. Okay, thinking about your next day. The kids is asleep. You know, sometimes people got to take off for work at night and they're leaving their family in the house by themselves. Okay, so that 1 in the morning thing, that's scary, man. These burglars, these home invaders, I can't stand them, man. I can't stand them. Get a job, do something with your life, man. Okay, and stop preying on folks, man. Now, another thing, why did they choose that house? I do not know. I'm looking at the house, and I'm like, wow, would I really want to rob this house? If I'm going to rob a house, I'm going to Beverly Hills or something to a mansion, right? We coming off, if we going to risk this time, we coming off with money. I'd rather run into a bank where I know, okay, I'm going to run into this bank, pass the bank teller a note, and I'm going to come off at least with maybe $2,000, 2 Griswolds, you know what I mean? And I'm out the door, boom, by myself, catch me if you can. But I wouldn't even think about robbing a home that looked like this, man. You know what I mean? And y'all know I'm not out there robbing, folks. I'm a 9-to-5 dude just like everybody else. But I'm just saying, for all of those knuckleheads listening, why would you pick a house like that, man? If anything, I'm going to knock on the door and ask the dude if he need any money, because your house ain't looking all that, fam. You know what I mean? That's, you know, just joking around on that, you know, because everybody live where they live, man. You know what I mean? But why would they pick that house that looked like that? Now, the cops, like I said, they ain't really showing their faces, but the neighbors should be lucky because he snuck his head out there and bullets was flying, so he could have easily been hit as well. But I guess he knows the neighbor that lives there, so I guess he was kind of concerned. So definitely, I'm glad that neighbor is definitely safe and everybody else on that block is safe, because when dudes are shooting, man. Bullets ain't got no names. They go through walls, they go through windows, and then that's going to be that. You know what I mean? Now, as the story said, those 2 dudes are about to be charged with capital murder for their friends' deaths. Okay, now, like I said, I don't do bad energy, so rest in peace to the dudes, man. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to the dudes. I do feel a little bit bad that they was in that position and that they have that mentality where let's do something like this. That's a sad mentality to have, man. And they went off the rails way before. Now, you got some kids that are good kids and that hook up with the wrong people, folks. I mean, little Billy could have came outside and was just like, yo, let me hang out with the guys. And maybe one of the guys had a plan. You know what I mean? Just to get some quick money. And little Billy just went along with it, not even really think about the consequences. You know what I mean? They're not even thinking about the consequences. Oh, it's 5 of us. It's just him by himself. It's late. This would be an easy in and out. You know what I mean? But it wasn't easy. So 2 of those dudes, not only did they get shot, not only did they get arrested, not only did they lose 3 of their friends. Now, I'm not sure if they best friends or what. But all I know is they being charged with 3 counts of murder apiece. So, wow. Kudos to them for getting 3 counts of murder apiece, because now you're going to do that time, man. Now you're going to do that time. It ain't tell your kids, folks. And if you can't tell them, play them this video. Show them, share this video with your kids, folks, if you can't tell them. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, oh, my bad, I won't do that again. Nah, in situations like this, 3 people dead, that homeowner's probably going to have anxiety for life. The other 2 people are now being charged with triple homicides. Okay, they going to jail. This is Texas too, so they probably won't get the death penalty because it was their friends that died. But they getting life, and this is Texas. So, and this is going to be done pretty quickly. It ain't going to take that long for all of this to play out in court. So, definitely tell your kids, man, stay away from these knuckleheads. I'd rather be broke with no life and just be a at-home dreamer, barely getting by, but still happy and safe, then I'd rather be out here trying to get a little 1,000 or 2,000 from somebody and getting my friends killed. I'm getting shot at, almost dying myself. Nah, raise your kids, folks. Let them know that ain't the life, that ain't the way. Okay, now here we go. We're going to take some quick questions and comments real quick, then we're going to call it that. All right. Hi, Quest. 5 versus 1 and the homeowner was left unscathed. Was he waiting on them? Nah, that's a good question, to tell you the truth. Was dude really waiting on these dudes? Because maybe dude was just like, maybe he had his game plan down. Now, I'm not one of those gun nuts. I'm not one of those NRA gun nuts, but maybe he had his game plan down. Like, I'm going to have my protection here. Maybe he had one of those AR-15s or something like that. Maybe he had his protection waiting. Maybe he just knows the neighborhood. Like, nah, this ain't a good neighborhood. If my dog start barking or if I hear my windows or doors being kicked in, I'm ready. This is the point of entry, and this is going to be the point of exit for them. You know what I mean? So 5 versus 1, you would think that they would have been the ones coming through, but there was another case. This little Chinese girl, she was home by herself. She had cameras inside her house. 3 or 4 dudes come running in. Whap, 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 whap. She had the whammy already ready. She let off shots. One of the dudes got hit. He died in front of the house. I may cover that story as well. And the other dudes, they bounced. Of course, they got caught later on because once they catch one dude that's dead, they run through your cell phone, man. They're going to run through that cell phone. Who's your contacts, connects. Somebody probably text them afterwards, yo, you all right? Did you make it out of there? Yeah, so everybody gets caught after a while. So, yeah, definitely 5 versus 1. I thought the homeowner at least got shot once, but yeah, he was definitely ready. All right, next question. Were they juveniles? To tell you the truth, I don't know. In the news, they show some family members out there that look kind of young, so I think some of them was possibly juveniles. And you know how these kids are these days, man. We cover a lot of stories here where a lot of the murderers and home invaders and people setting up robberies, a lot of them is young, man. A lot of them 16, 17, and the other co-defendants be 20 or 30. So I think 1 or 2 maybe was juveniles. Okay, to tell you the truth. Okay, all right, next. Was this a drug house? Looks too shabby for 5 people to rob it. Yeah, we was just covering that, and I don't know if it was drug house, but I'm not going to say it is because the police didn't say it was, so I'm not going to put that type of energy on dude's name like that, on the homeowner's name like that. Maybe he was just an upstanding dude that worked. They know he worked. They know he likes to save his money. Maybe a friend of a friend told them that he keeps a little money in the house, and that's probably, why they figured, let's go for this guy. All right, next question. What type of gun did he use? I don't know. I'm thinking an AR-15 or something. I'm thinking he got the drop on them. Maybe the 5 of them. Maybe it was only one gun amongst the 5 of them. But there was a lot of shots that rang out. So I guess as they was coming in, not everybody made it in the door. So he was able to get them as they was trying to come in and forcing them out at the same time. After you hit one, okay, you were able to hit the others because now they're kind of fleeing. You're crumbling their wall now. Now there's no protection. Now they on flee mode, so now you letting off your shot. So I don't know what type of gun he used. I thought he was probably something big like an AR or something like that, but it wasn't necessarily an AR-15. It could have just been a 45, and he just had to jump on them. Okay, last question. Hi, Quest. I feel sorry for these kids' families. Yes. Definitely. I feel sorry for their families as well, man. Their families didn't ask for this, man. And these people don't think about it. You got families, man. Stop going in these people's houses. Stop setting these people up, okay? Stop putting yourself in a position, man. People dying by doing nothing every day. Just by jogging in the park, people are dying. So stop putting yourself in a position to get killed by doing something like this. And I do feel sorry for their families, all 5 of their families, all 6 of their families, because the homeowner too. You know, his family's probably like, wow, we got our kid living, you know, we need to help our kid. He's going through anxiety and stuff like that. You know, our kid was almost killed. You know what I mean? So I feel sorry for his family too, because wouldn't you feel sorry, you know, if your kid got his house home invaded and he had to lay people down like that? I'd be feeling sorry for my kid too, you know? Happy and sorry at the same time. And definitely I feel sorry for these kids' families, because their families didn't ask for it. And if their families, you know, knew what type of activity it was, I hope they at least tried to give them that warning before it got to this point. And like I said, people always share this type of video with your kids or people that you know that's living this type of lifestyle. Share these videos, people. So even if you tired of beating them in the head about it, they tired of hearing you beating them in the head about it, just share the videos and let me beat them in the head about it. Let this video beat them in the head about it, about that lifestyle. It's wrong. Get out there, do something else, man. You got one life to live. Once you're gone, that's it. Okay, you want to live. The people you robbing, they want to live. So let's all live together, you know what I mean? In peace, harmony, and happiness. All right, but anyway, that's the show for today, folks. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to this page, because we got plenty of more topics that we cover, okay? And we got plenty of more topics to come. So definitely, I want y'all to stay safe out there. If you can't get yourself a little protection for your own self, for your own house, just in case something like that possibly come down your way in the near future. So always protect yourself, folks. But all right, definitely, I'm going to get up on out of here, and I'm going to see y'all dudes in a little bit. All right, folks. Easy.